It's Jersey Watch.
Room for niggas, walls closing in. With me, Eddie, right to the end. On the gas, I ain't never left. I've been working on my future, left my ain't enough room for niggas, walls closing in. Got my partner with me, and he riding to the end. Got my foot up on the gas, I ain't never looking back. I've been working on my future, like my habits in the past. Ain't enough room for niggas, walls closing in. Got my partner with me, and he riding to the end. Got my foot up on the gas, I ain't never looking back. I've been working on my future, like my habits in the past.
What's going on, y'all? Cuddy from Cuddy TV. I got the pleasure to sit down with my boy, Top 5, Philly Hip Hop Award nominated, Mr. Clean, Mr. Lean. I don't know what you want to call my man's, but Brandon Clark, he used to go by Finesse, if you don't know. He did a recent name change, which we're going to talk about inside of this interview.
Yes, sir.
But Finesse, what's going on, baby?
Hey, it's life. It's another day.
You know, everybody in the world is probably going to watch this interview. Everybody's been waiting. You got a lot going on.
They want the drama.
They do want the job, but they do. We know why they're here, but we also gonna give them another reason to be here as we talk about what you got going on currently with all of the big moves that you're making.
Yeah.
So since I know you personally, I don't just want to start from the glam and the glitter. I want to
start from the bottom of the roller
the
coaster.
nitty-gritty.
Yeah.
So I've been supporting you for a very long time. We've had an act going on, you know, Top 5 since 2018.
Word.
And we had the county going crazy.
You've been supporting me since like 27.
Yeah. Ever
since my first convo. When I got released, that's when I started.
You
was the first person, yeah. Like, I'll never forget that. That's dope. That was dope.
Yeah. I definitely been believing inside of the vision for a long time. I think ever since I heard your first song, I always knew you had some potential. And then I think I heard the tape with you and Vell, and then that really boosted everything up.
Yeah.
So let's start there. Y'all first tape, you was going through your own little drama. You was with Click House at the time.
Yeah.
Y'all was moving and grooving in the streets. Let's talk about that first.
Well, Click House, I started a brand. I got the name. Click House is like a down south slang term for trap house for real. So I knew nobody up here knew that shit. So I'm like, I'm just gonna use that name. Sounded good. I like shirts we had made. Shit was dope. I got my number one man, my best friend, right hand. So he could rap his ass off. I felt I don't need nobody. I got hooks for days. I'm just gonna send them to him. He gonna rap on them. So that was that. And we got everything moving. Shit was jumping. And then I had some legal issues and got jammed up. He got jammed up eventually. Shit went downhill. And, you know, that was it. I wouldn't say the end of it, but
that was the beginning.
Shit got rocky, yeah.
I was gonna say
shit got rocky. But we did drop a tape before that in 2016. That was Two Sides of the Story. And that shit was major. And at least in my mind, I didn't really believe it. I didn't even like the songs that was on there. Like, this one song, Forever, it was the anthem. Yeah, that's the anthem. That's everybody's. Like, you play that shit, the females is rocking. Like, everybody's listening to that shit, word for word. I didn't like the song. It got forced on me. Somebody forced me to put it out. My man J Bobby, shout out to him. Put shit out. Shit did like 60,000 on YouTube. No, I'm lying. 60,000 on SoundCloud. YouTube, I'm not even sure now. But the shit went crazy. Like, it was the hood anthem, man. You know, that's just like my accomplishment. Like, I'm the dude. Like, I done had kids walk up to me like, "Yo, you sing Forever, right?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yo, I love that song." They start singing it. I got mom singing that shit. That shit is dope, bro.
I definitely think you and Vell. I say you and Vell made y'all stamp with that mixtape, with that tape. Period.
Fuck yeah, we wrote that tape in a day. Believe it or not, literally sit in the car like 3, 4 in the morning. We wrote that shit in a day. Recorded it probably like in 2 weeks. Like, we was working around that time, 2016 summer. Oh my God, we was working.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot going on, good and bad. Y'all did Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln University. Their homecoming was crazy. Shit was dope. And me, I'm antisocial. I'm an introvert all the way. I'm only comfortable with the people that I'm like so used to being around. So getting on the stage for me is crazy. And then it's like when people meet me that don't know me, they're like, damn, I thought you would be so hyped, because when they hear me singing those songs and screaming and shit like that, I'm all loud on songs and shit. Person, I'm quiet than a motherfucker. I'm the dude that's gonna sit in the back and just watch everything. I'm observant. Other than that, where I'm antisocial, I get nervous, I'm shy. Oh, love to eat bub. Like, so when we did Lincoln, it took a lot to get me up there for real.
Right.
But once I was up there, it's just like, I'm locked in now. We did Forever. People in there knew that shit, so it's like, that shit was dope, bro.
What do you think that show did for you and Vell? I think it pushed y'all up a lot and it made y'all work even harder. So just from your own perspective.
Well, I carry myself to like a very high level, so it gave us like a feeling like, not that we're better than nobody, but we're big, so carry yourself that way. Don't be accessible. Don't be around everybody and shit like that. So that's always the lessons I had to try to give him. Like, don't be accessible, bro. You can pick up your phone, but let's be in places where motherfuckers can't go. Like, you see, we take trips back to back to back to back, and I still do now. Like, I just hate being in places where people can come or just know that I'm there anytime. Like, I feel like I'm a higher status, but I'm not saying I'm above anybody or better than anybody. That's just me. So that's what that really did for me. It just made me feel like I'm bigger than, you know, who I thought I was.
Right. I feel like Vell was kind of like your partner with that. Y'all both was like very flashy. You know Vell's slogan, most hated, host favorite. The way y'all complimented each other, it was like did you think it was gonna happen like that, or?
Nah, it's crazy. When I first met him, he was my brother's friend. I hated him, like hated him, because he's my brother's friend. That was my brother, and I felt like, damn, who the fuck is this dude you bringing around? And he's cocky as shit, so it's just like, yo, shut up. Like, so when we finally got together and did music, like, we were just inseparable, like, never separated, you feel me? So we built that bond and shit like that. Even when we was around each other, we might look like best of friends, bro. We argue like a motherfucker. Like, he's so cocky, like, shit is crazy. But it worked. We the best of both worlds. I'm calm, I'm quiet, he's loud. So it's like, you get this with me, you get that with him. So it balanced itself out.
What do you think that he taught you?
What has he taught me?
Because y'all spent more than enough time around each other that something rubbed off from him that rubbed onto you that was like, just always going to remind you of Vell.
I won't say the swag, but more of like the confidence. Yeah. Like, he's out there, he don't give a fuck. Shit, I remember we was doing that video and you was there. That video shoot, we had all the fucking Hawaiian shirts on. Yeah. Video never came out. But we're at the mall. Mind you, he doesn't have no shirt at all. We're going to the mall to get the outfits. This dude walks in the mall with no shirt on. It's just like, what the fuck they gonna say? I'm buying a shirt. They're not gonna tell me I can't come in the mall. So I was like, yo, you're crazy. Like, he just don't give a fuck. Like, he lived his life. That's what I learned. To live life with no boundaries. Like, just be happy, be you. Do what you gotta do to make yourself happy. Like, so I definitely learned that from him.
Okay. So just talking about the elevation that y'all took at like a high speed, going back to now that we're around the Lincoln area, you know, you're starting to bubble up. I get into my own interaction in the Burlington County, and I kind of like pick up you and Vell in a way, and I kind of force you on the spotlight. It seems like you and Vell took it very politely though. Y'all loved it.
Yeah.
Just during that time, like, you kind of knew that y'all had it though, right?
Easily. Yeah. I just, you know, like I said, I'm calm. I'm not cocky, but I personally feel like I'm the best of the best. Like, even if you might be better than me, I'm going to walk in like I'm the best. So you're going to show me. And trust me, I'm going to outshow you. I'm going to do what I got to do. And he moves the same exact way, so we was ready. Definitely.
So now, just I want to talk about, of course, you know what happened to the what's going on.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to kind of know, like, the after effect because everybody seeing y'all together.
Yeah.
The love was so strong. It was like y'all was like a dynamic duo. So it's like now that just to see you out here without your partner, without your ride or die, it's like, how is that transition? And then you keep dropping music, you working with bigger people now, you doing bigger things, but it's just...
It's different.
Yeah.
I definitely elevated. And, you know, after the situation, it's like, it never really clicked. I don't think it still clicked to me yet. Like, cause it's like, days where I get sad and shit like that, but I'm not super emotional. I'm not sure why. I don't got the answers for that. And people didn't take well to that. Yeah. Like, people were looking at me like I'm the fucking enemy at one time, like, cause I wasn't all over Facebook, boo-hoo this, boo-hoo that. No, bro. It just, you know, that's not the way he would be. So I'm not gonna be that way. I just felt like I'm gonna keep it moving. So yeah. I know what the fuck he wanted, so I'm gonna keep on doing that shit. So that's how I carry it. Simple.
Just to kind of, cause I know everybody got a question. Everybody want to know, cause you was the closest. You was the one that was there. Yeah. The day after, like, how do you explain just the day after? What's going through your mind? You know, you still here. You survived, and it's like you're the one to tell the story now.
I had an empty mind, blank. Like, I ain't come out the house at all. But it's not like I was like crying on there. And I didn't cry, like and I'm not even that type of person. You won't see a tear out of me ever. Like, it probably took me months till I first dropped tears, like, behind that shit. So, but just empty-minded. I didn't know, you know. It's like I didn't believe it yet. So yeah, that's all I can say for that one.
I feel like after the passing, you almost got a new power inside of you. It's like you've unlocked a new Brandon. It's almost like the name change fits you so well now.
Super Saiyan.
Like, you're no longer Finesse. You are now Brandon Clark.
Yeah, that's who I am. That's the real me. That's how I take it. Like, I think I'm doing everything different now. How I actually wanted it to be. Like, I hated that rapping shit. Like, I want to start doing like R&B music, pop music. People they go crazy when I say this. I want to do country music. Like, this is really what I love to do. So it's like every genre I'm with. Indie, EDM, cool. Pop, cool. Country, rock, I'm with all the shits. Like, so.
Which is shown in the past year. You've worked with multiple different kinds of people now. It's like the event happened and then it almost forced you to spurt out and to become this legend.
Yeah, I started using my resources.
Yeah.
Speaking to people, well, now I am. It took me a while. Like I said, I'm antisocial, so the only person I spoke to was Vell. Yeah. He would probably reach out to people, or unless it was somebody like you, like, I respect, I'm cool with you. Other than that, I might have the craziest resources. Like, I could call the top guy at Def Jam or Rock Nation. They're in my phone, in my contacts. I'm not going to use it because I hate reaching out to people. It's just something about me. So it's like now, it's like I'm getting better with it and talking to people and reaching out. So I built a lot of great relationships, like, with big people, and we're family. Like, I talk to a lot of people every day. I pray with these people. Like, I make music with these people. I send songs. We send songs back to back to back. I got unreleased music from stars, like, that you would never think. Like, so it's just crazy. It's crazy when you use your resources. Like, what can happen? Yeah, it's just dope.
What's probably one of the most craziest things you've done recently? Because you've been doing features with a lot of different people. So I know it's got to be a feature that you got now that you're like, damn, I didn't even think I was going to get this.
Ryan Toby, definitely. And if a lot of people don't know who he is, you should Google him, search him. Search the song credits, who he makes songs for. Just to name a few: Usher, Justin Bieber, Ro James. Like, I could just, the list goes on and goes on and goes on. LL Cool J, Left Eye, like, it's fucking dope. Will Smith. Remember Will Smith's song Miami back in the day? That's a Ryan Toby record. And this is the guy that's hitting me. Yo, sends me a beat, like, knock this, send me 2 beats. asked me to knock the joints out. So I'm like, what? Look at my phone like, holy shit. Call my engineer up, my producer, everything, Yanti. Hit him up like, yo, I gotta get in there now. Like, I gotta knock these joints out. He tells me to pick one of the beats. I record on both of them. I'm like, sent them shits back a couple hours later, like, you choose which one you want. Right. Just to show, like, I'm hungry, bro, I'm at work. Right. So, and I'm quick, I'm gonna move, so. Sent them the shits. And then for him, like, to reach back out, like, he's, like, proud of me, like, impressed. That shit was big for me, so. Ever since then, I've been a workhorse. Like, I might sleep 2 days out of a month. I work, like, I work for real. So, like, I might go to 3-4 studios in one day, because people might be hitting me up, yo, come help me do these placements, or, that shit is crazy, bro.
I was gonna say, you ain't start out just getting a feature with Ryan Toby though. I see you started supporting him first, you was sharing his music, you was building up that relationship. So it wasn't just you met Ryan Toby and then oh my God, I love your voice, I need a feature. So dig deep a little bit on how you got the Ryan Toby feature.
How this shit worked out is so funny. And I didn't find out until months after we had a relationship. So my mom's best friend is cousins with him. So the best friend is family with me. He loves my music, supports me 100%. His cousin is Ryan Toby. So he would send my shit to Ryan. Ryan is the type of person, cut you, no slack, not gonna sugarcoat shit. Your shit is not good, he's gonna tell you it's ass. Because he's came up under people like Puff Daddy, Will Smith, people are hard on you, are like motherfuckers that is serious, like, so. He didn't want to work with me. Not because he didn't like it, it's just because that was his mentality. Like, I don't really need to not work with people, but I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? He could be just the next average kid. Exactly. This is, this is how everybody comes up. Everybody thinks they're hot. So, he got tricked into working with me, believe it or not. He had flew into town from Cali one day, meets up with his cousin, which is my mom's best friend. The best friend hits me like, yo, Ryan wants to work with you. Whole time, Ryan doesn't want to work with me. Ryan doesn't even know he's about to even be near me or around me. So, cousin makes him pick me up from my house or whatever. Mind you, this is Ryan picking me up. I'm thinking he wants to work with me. I'm on hype. I'm gassed up. Like, I got songs in my head for days right now. So, when Ryan comes out here to Willingboro, South Jersey, where he's from, he don't come to work. He comes for family. So we're going to the studio. He doesn't even know I'm coming. So I come or whatever. He's probably like, what the fuck is he here for? Whatever. We go to the studio. I tell the engineer, which I also work with, play some shit. Like, play my hottest shit, whatever. Because I think we're supposed to be working. So he's playing some shit. And I guess Ryan just got impressed. He's like, yo, this is you? I'm like, yeah. He was like, all right, we can work. So like, he was happy about it. Like, it just worked. Like, everything worked out. Like, everything fell into place. Next thing you know, we recorded 2 songs that night for like 13, 14 hours. I had wound up doing a song with my boy Cam, which also was on my latest project. Cam, dope ass singer. The background last year at the Grammys for her. Yeah, he's pretty big. He's dope. And he won boy band on ABC a couple years ago. He's pretty dope. And did a song with Ryan. I got some shit, yo. Shit worked out. So ever since then, we've been like, we're family. Like, it's big bro.
So with elevating comes new things, a whole bunch of new things. You and the family have been very close. Y'all been doing a lot of things together. Mm-hmm. Recently, you just came back from Miami. You know what I'm saying? You went on a nice little yacht party. You was the captain of the boat.
Yeah, I stole the captain's hat. Yeah, like, I don't like to take too much credit, but I'm like the planner of everything with my friends and shit like that, which are my family. So, my boy Deontay was in Kimi. It was their birthday or whatever. So I'm like, yo, let's go to Miami. Planned it out. Flights is cheap. Let's get the Airbnb, planned everything out. We brought our extended family. Probably like 15 of us flew out there. Got the yacht, just having fun, grabbed a rental, luxury joint. We just balling out, having fun, bro. Like, and mind you, I've been traveling. This is what I do.
Yeah.
So to bring my friends with me now, it's like, it's more special because I get to, it's not even about me having fun. I've done this 1,000 times. It's just when you get to see the joy in other people's faces that have never done this or haven't ever been here, it makes me happy. Like, that shit is dope. So we had a great time.
I was just gonna say, the reason why I brought that up is because not a lot of people get to take their hometown friends and go to another place with them and do some elaborate big things with them, and it just don't happen because things happen inside of childhood, and you know what I mean. So I just want to know, like, that moment, like, y'all been having a lot of those moments.
I be forgetting. There be so many moments I forget. I mean, shit, you might know. I don't know. We've been a lot of fucking places. Puerto Rico. I did Puerto Rico with a couple of my friends. It wasn't as many. Everybody couldn't make it. But I went for like 3 close friends. Shit was dope. I went to Thailand. That was dope. Like, I keep telling people to this day I want to move there. Nobody's like, why do you want to move out there? It's a blessing out there, bro. It's dope. I was out there for like 12 days. I'll never forget that. I'm going back, definitely.
So what's it do for your music to be able to do it with your family? You know, you just
like, how does it change?
Trips with them, you doing everything that you're gonna be doing inside of your lifestyle. You're doing it early with your friends, so I know it can only amplify your music.
My music, like, if I could create my own genre, it would be reality rap or reality music per se. Like, everything I talk about is literally my life. Like, I'm not open with everything, so if you want to know something, go listen to a song. I probably told you already. You just ain't pay attention. Like, I talk about everything in my music. That's where I open up. I don't care if I'm with a girl and if she want to find out if I cheated on her, she better go listen to the song or something, because I might have told her myself. Like, shit gets deep. So, like, when I go places, it's a new experience for me. So that shit is all up here, and I got more shit to talk about. It's like when rappers or artists be hitting me like, damn, bro, I got writer's block, da-da-da-da. Can you help me? Because I don't believe in that shit at all. There's no such thing as writer's block. Everything is in you. You just gotta find it some way. So I just hit them like, get out the area, and I bet you're gonna come back with a bunch of shit. Try something new that you've never tried before. It's dope.
Can we talk about the project that you do with Teej? You said that you put your emotions and you don't really lie inside of your lyrics, inside of your music. You dropped the project right after the incident with Teej, so can we talk about that?
Yeah, that joint's called Wound Care. I'm trying to think, how did we even get to that? Like, let's do a collab together. I don't even know. I think he was just fresh home. Yeah, that's how it was. He was fresh home, and I'm the type of dude, like, if I don't work with just anybody. I only work with people I feel like that are made for this shit. If I feel like you play around with music, I can't respect you. I don't care if you say, yo, I got 20,000 for you for a feature. It's not about the money for me. This shit is really in me. Like, I love this shit. So if I see you love it, I'm going to try to get you in the studio. I don't care if I got to pay for you or whatever, put my name on the line. So I think that's how it worked out. Got him in the studio. I think I hopped on a song or whatever. I'm just like, yo, we're going to knock out an album. We knocked out an album in like a week. And what came out. Shit was dope. I put my everything into it. The intro is actually on, damn, is it called? I don't even know what it's called. It might be called Intro. I'll find out. Whatever, the first song, whatever, it was really like about my daughter and shit like that. Just everything I was going through. I was going through shit with my dad. I put that in there, like my childhood shit. I was just emotional at that time, like vulnerable as shit. I talked about my dad in a bad way. Mind you, we wasn't talking around this time. We ended up talking months later. He's like, damn, I put him out there. Yeah. But that's my life. So I give it to you raw. I don't care. So that was that. And I sent it to Teej. He was like, yo, I gotta hop on that shit. I let him hop on it, and that was that. Did a whole album. Shit was dope.
Okay. What inspires the latest music? Because it gotta be something more than the trips and the jewelry and the times and the the Instagram and all of that. What's the real push behind it?
My music now?
Yeah.
I think it's more aimed to shit I haven't done, like females. Now I'm on some like I'm doing a lot of dance hall music. Or I'm doing slower songs like shit you would hear like Bryson Tiller on, or artists like Black and shit like that. But I like it because once I realized like, damn, I can actually do this. Like when I did the Ryan Toby feature, I was really singing, and it's like, damn, like I liked my tone on the record, so I'm like, maybe I could sing, man. I could try this. I took singing lessons after that, and I realized like, oh, I got a voice. So once I realized that shit, I do more records like that. And people love it. The females love it. One thing about the females, you do music for them, men chase females. Therefore, they're gonna follow. So, simple as that. That's like Drake. Everybody loves Drake. All Drake uses is his tone. His tone is perfect. Simple as shit, bro.
Okay. For the people that don't know, the name change.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people not gonna catch on.
They still have.
It's gonna take them a little bit.
And
Why?
It's like it was the hardest thing in the world.
I know you told me, but just for the people, so that they know why.
Yeah. So Ryan Toby had forced that name change on me. He like just came out of his mouth and was just like, yo, Finesse is so whack to me, and I'm just like, damn, why? He's just like, I don't know, I just don't like it. And him being who he is, it's like I don't mind listening to him, because obviously something worked for him. So being as though I was trying to transfer over into R&B and pop, it's like, okay, Finesse doesn't sound like a poppy R&B singing artist, so it's like, maybe I should listen. So it's like, you know, if you're gonna be my mentor or, you know, my big bro, I'm gonna take the information. It took me, like, I probably was thinking about this name change for days and days and days. Like, literally, all I do is enter in the computer. I'm just like, no, I can't. Think about all my old music. I can't do this. I said, fuck it, I did it. Then I'm like, I change my Instagram. Shit was stressful for me, like, but I listened, I did it, and it works. I like it. You know, for the newer people that are catching on to me, they like it. And then I'm like, well, I don't want to use my real name. My real name's corny. Starts bringing up shit like that. Like, Michael Jackson sound good to you? Yeah. Bryson Tiller sound good to you? Yeah. Brings up so many people.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, when you say shit like that, now it's like, all right, you got me. I can't, like, there's nothing I can say back to that shit now because it worked for them, so it's gonna work.
So you're working on a tape. You're working with two special people. Two people that are very known. Two people that are very, one of them's close to you, and Jimmy has the same sound as you.
Okay. And what people don't know is, shit, I've been probably doing this shit for like 5 years, 6 years, maybe if I'm pushing it. Jimmy has been doing this shit forever, probably maybe 6, 7. I don't know, I don't want to say this because he's not saying it, so I don't know how long, but it's been a while. So when I first started doing music, I was like rapping, at least trying. So people liked it, cool. I heard Jamie once, and he was always like melodic rapping, and it's like I liked it, so I kind of bit his sound. And I tell him to this day, like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing maybe right now, or I wouldn't be as good because I wouldn't have learned that early. So I bit his sound, bit it, transformed it, whatever, made it my own way. That's how it went. And I knew Jimmy forever. We just never really crossed paths because I went on to do some, you know, other negative bullshit, which, you know, detoured me from crossing paths that I should have been crossed. So, yeah, we're doing a project together, a group project that nobody knows about. But August 14th, it drops. We're going to announce it probably August 7th. Maybe August 4th, 5th, 6th, you never know. So it's featuring Jimmy Dinero, my boy Jeezy XO. That's my other boy. We became family. Like, that's my dog. Right. He is dope. Super melodic. He's dope, bro. He impresses me every day we're in the studio. Like I be looking at him like, okay, I gotta do some shit. Like, right. They inspire me. So, and we're all like sponges. I learn from Jimmy. Jimmy learns from Mark. Like, it's crazy. We just all learn from each other. So it's dope.
Do you feel like if you ain't go through what you went through, because Cause streetwise, a lot of people got a lot to say about you. I think if we all around, we all know. Do you feel like if you didn't go through that you wouldn't be making the decisions that you are today?
Yeah. Gotta go through some shit to get through some shit. Hell yeah. I've been through a lot. That's why people be like, you so young, you sure? You're like, you act like you're so old, because I'm only 23, but ooh, I be feeling like I'm about 40. I'd have been through everything, like, literally. I'd have been through everything. I'd have been military, I'd have been in jail, I'd have been shot. I've done everything you could think of at a young age, which I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but it's in the past. I've learned from it, and it's made me who I am. Like, I'm smart. Like, I got it put together right now, and I've overcame everything that's been thrown at me. So I'm all right. I'm cool.
I can definitely say you've overcome a lot of things. You know, there's been a point in your career where everybody hated you or nobody wanted to support you, and then now it's like everybody wants to love you and like support you. So you really are feeling both sides of the coin. Because it was like in 2016, nobody wanted to talk to me. Everybody wanted to ban me for everywhere I went. No, you know, I was the bad guy. But now in 2020, you got this new style, you got this new sound. Everybody's loving you, and it's almost like what happened back in 2016 never happened.
I don't know.
Does it?
I don't even ask because I don't. Like I said, I'm not accessible. It's people I don't even speak to, not because I don't like you or because I don't want to speak to. So I don't even be knowing what be going on for real. Right. I'm out the loop for real. I'm in my loop. And if you in my loop, I love you because I don't let nobody in my loop. So, like, I don't know. I don't got no questions for nobody. I don't hold no resentment, no hatred. I don't hate nobody. I don't have hate. Ain't even in my heart, bro. I love everybody. So those was your choices back then. I forgive. I don't forget, but I do forgive. So I don't care less. I'm gonna make it regardless. That's how I feel. So,
what do you got to say to somebody who's listening and watching you? Some people who may know your story and who may not. First, we all want to know that you're okay, that you're good.
yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
I guess that would be the number one thing that everybody wants to hear from this.
Yeah, I'm cool. I go through my little shit, but I'm alright. I'm still here. As long as you see me still here, knowing music, I'm alright. And if I'm not, I'm going to the studio. That's my outlet.
And then for somebody who may have gone through the lows that you went through, what's something that you can tell them to get to where you at?
Find your outlet. And my closest friends, like, I'm not gonna put them out there, but my closest friends, I tell them day after day sometimes, like, yo, everybody has a gift. Like, even though I found mine early, don't mean you're not gonna find yours. Like, everybody has one. Mine's happen to be, I do music. I can cook. I have a lot of different outlets. You gotta find yours. That's what's gonna help you at the end of the day. I run to the studio. When I'm hurt, I go to the studio. Anything is wrong with me, I'm going to the studio. So find your outlet, and that's just gonna help you a whole lot.
Okay. Are you bringing back the finesse platters? That's another question. That's my end question. Because I love the finesse platters. Are they coming back? Are we going to redo them? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to want to know that answer too. Like, are we going to get some more trap house cooking?
If you're in my loop, you're going to get it. And it's crazy. Just now that you're saying that, I told somebody I was going to do that shit. And I might have said this a month. I know. I forget everything. But yeah, if you're in my loop, you're going to get it.
Okay.
You'll be all right. You're going to be fed.
So this is the first Brandon Clark on Jersey Watch. I thank you for coming to talk to us. You know, there's a lot of answers that people wanted.
I don't do interviews.
You don't, and this is the first. I love it.
This might be my first of the first, for real. I think so. It is. I don't do interviews.
I think it's right, honestly. I think it's right. So Philly Hip Hop Award nominated top 5. My boy Brandon Clark now. That's let him leave.
Damn. This is really my first interview. Oh shit.
The boy Finesse, he my brother, he right or wrong, you don't touch him, cause then that Glock get the bustin' and you just might feel unlucky.